Yo! What is going on, y'all? Good to see ya. This is 34, and welcome back to Blitz Stellar Cup. We are on PYS 3 now, the first day of Preview Skill 3. There are 32 teams signed up. There were 36 in the first Preview Skill, 34 on the second, because 2 teams qualified. Now 2 more teams qualified. Ponda qualified along with Joker. And centered into 32 teams that are playing this last Preview Skill, which means we have 8 even groups of 4 teams each. So this is going to be a smaller... This is very interesting. I'm actually not entirely sure how this is going to work out at all, now that I think about it. Because we only have 8 groups today, which means only 8 teams are moving on, which... Day 3 is supposed to have 8 teams left. I have no idea how this last preview skill is going to work, y'all. Also, I'm on press account. I'm going to have to switch over. But really quickly, what I thought I would do is go on over and show you the teams that are all signed up right now. First, go over them, and then we can kind of work things from there. So here are our 32 teams signed up. We've got R5AS, NIN, PT2K, NCL, WHSS, MK, ACE, Tear, Sigin, Cursed, INQ, CCRS, Vin, VU, Nexo, Zen, Crack, BS, Crocked, 77X, Ghost, Hated, THL, Lovey, Elev, Purple, Gosu, Straight, Reggie, Kurga, 7 Elk, and Naps. So those are your teams that are all registered for this preview skill. Again, you'll notice top 4 teams, Origin, Joker, Ponda, and Leverage. They are not signed up. That's because they already qualified through preview skill 1 and 2. Remember, if you win, you automatically qualify. So that is how things will be working. But yeah, I'm kind of confused onto this one. So first, let me go over and we can look at the brackets for today. So you've got Naps, Nin, Lovey, Vin, 7 Elk, Tear, 77X, Sigin, Gosu, MK, BS, Zen, Purple, NCL, Hated, CCRS. You've got Kurga, R5AS, LF, and INQ, Reggie, Ace, Crocked, and Cursed, Straight, WHSS, Crack, Nexo, and then Ghost, PT2K, THL, and VU is the last group. We're going to be watching group 4 here, which is Purple, NCL, Hated, CCRS. I don't know which team I am following exactly, but this is going to be the group that we watch. But again, I'm not entirely sure how this preview skill is going to work. And yeah, because normally only 1 team moves on per group. We have 8 teams, which means that we're only going to have 8 teams on day 2, but day 3 is also supposed to have 8 teams, so I don't really know what's going on with that. But yeah, only 8 groups today, so that means 8 teams tomorrow. I don't know if that means the first 2 teams qualify today, and then we're going to have 16 tomorrow, and then that'll narrow down to 8. I don't know, but we'll find out, I suppose. Also, saying hello to chat, we've got Rye, Ominous, Mega Lion supporter, welcome. Thanks for also being a 34 supporter. Got Pickle and Pappy. Welcome, everybody. Hope that y'all are doing good. Also wanted to show the leaderboards right now, which I will do. So right now, top 4, as you can see, Joker, Origin, Ponda, and Leverage, they all have 50,000 coins, 50,000 cups right now. That's because they've already qualified, so it really doesn't matter how their cups are, because they're already in. But the other teams, it does in fact matter how they're doing. I don't really know a good place to put my camera here that doesn't block some sort of info, so right here is probably fine. But we've got Elev, Gosu, Purple, and Reggie, which are going to be the other top 8 teams right now. They've both made top 8 on both preview skills for the final day. However, Elev, Gosu, Purple, Reggie, neither of them have won their groups yet, so maybe we'll see 2 of them do that today. Who knows? But if we look at top 16, teams that are closely in the running, we have Straight and 7 Elk that are close behind, as well as Kurga, Naps that are very close as well. This might be a big day in terms of determining who of these teams could be fighting for those spots as well. But again, between the 11th and 12th place teams and then top 8, so right now these players are at 16 or at about 17k. These plays are at 19k, or 20k approximately, actually, 19.5, 20k, so it's going to take a lot of effort on their end to make it back up. But that being said, it is possible. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and switch to my just chatting really quickly. I need to log out of this account and log back in on 34wattb. I probably have gotten my invite already, so we should be able to set that up quickly. I don't think I'm going to have the icons for both teams, so we're going to go without icons for the stream, or for at least for this first match, because I don't think I'll have the icon for NCL or CCRS, whoever it is that I got. So we're watching Purple NCL. I don't have a logo for them, which means we are just going to be watching without them. That's fine though, I don't mind. So Purple on the left, NCL. I don't know if hyphens even work on my stream. I don't think they do with the font that I use, which is fine, I guess. But we're going to be seeing Vineyards for the first 2 games, and then after Vineyards will be, if it loads, Port Bay for a tiebreaker if it comes to it. But Purple's a top 8 team right now. NCL are one of the lower end teams for this tournament. I'm not entirely sure if that's something that we're going to see a tiebreaker in at the moment. NCL only has 1 team here. Yeah. This screen without the icons looks a little bit weird because the names are fitted to size based on like the length of the words. So NCL looks a lot larger than Purple because it's only 3 characters. And it looks like the hyphens don't work. But yeah, NCL might actually just be straight up no showing, which would be a little unfortunate, but you know, at the same time, did anyone expect NCL to be able to take it off of Purple? Hard to say. But the other good team in this group is Hated. Hated's made top 4 in the past, so in theory, you know, they could do what it takes. This season maybe looking a little less strong. They've not made it out of day 1, I believe, but we'll see. Nope, other players are showing up for NCL. We're going to see 2 of them, in fact. It's crazy. And Purple already up in a assortment of tanks. They've got IS-7s, a 140, a couple mouse, a mouse, and a 183. I don't really think I would count this as saying, oh, Purple's playing a 183 for the first time this competitive season. I wouldn't count this at all, but I mean, we can introduce Vineyards. It looks like maybe they're going to get a 3rd player. Wow. No, we're not even going to introduce Vineyards, to be honest. If we actually see a game, maybe we can do it, but no show. Draconic, if it's a no show, I would say cancel the prediction. I think that is only fair. Also, hello in the chat to Star, Draconic, Adam, Wowbow, Guerrero. Welcome. Yeah, it doesn't seem like... Oh, 4 players. You need 5 for an actual game. So maybe they're all showing up last second, see if they can field a team, which would be nice to see if they could actually field a team for a game. But unfortunately, they're already down 1-0. What's up, Silent Cougar? Welcome to the stream. Making sure stream quality looks good. Everything is looking fine on my end. Yeah, maybe no NCL team. This is so sad. I was hoping to see them pull up today, but that is fine. Also, it is funny how Purple's name is now Shop is Open. I believe their team last PYS was Shop is Closed, but now it is Shop is Open. Maybe this is their opportunity to try and win a previous skill group. But we will see. NCL, not quite readying it. We have 10 seconds left. I don't think it's happening, y'all. This is very sad. And yeah, unfortunately, this is going to be a no-show for NCL. Feels bad for Purple, I suppose, who were all readied up to fight and everything, but yeah, you've got a no-show. I guess we can... Are there any other streams on right now? I see it shows me as live. Are there any other streams? No, it's just me. I don't know. Do we just start playing games, I guess? I don't know. Yeah, let's just play. This is the last day of skirmish, and Uprising comes out tomorrow. So tomorrow, in between sets, we will be watching some Uprising gameplay, which I like Uprising. Uprising is probably still my favorite mode, but I really do enjoy skirmish. It's just fun to get some nice quick games, and you know, just playing a quick tier 10 brawl with the 140, which is what I've been playing a lot in skirmish, and it's been enjoyable. I was doing some training room stuff earlier, but yeah, I enjoy skirmish. It's pretty fun. Play the 30B, why not? Yeah, very unfortunate that we're getting a no-show right away, but it is how it is, I suppose. I don't remember what level Team NCL was in terms of their win rate, but obviously since they're fighting a top 8 team in the first round, in the first game, that must have meant that their seeding was not the highest, likely in the bottom 8 of seeding. Yeah, one of the reasons I like playing skirmish is it's nice to grind carefree. Like, I can just make an interesting opening spotting run like that. Doesn't really matter too much. If I took a hit, I wouldn't be super stressed out about having maybe a poor game or something. But you do see that they bring 3 tanks to mid. Let's shoot these out. Oh, and I7 actually had a shot on me. Well played. You do that. Yeah, I don't really know how to make good progress on this one. This is a very standoffish type of map, and our Sheridan playing forward in a light tank like that, opposing their E100, is very awkward, but I mean, their E100 can just anchor down. They're holding on this side with like 3 or 4 tanks. It's just very awkward to fight in my opinion. I got 1 shot in, I don't know how many more I'll even be able to get. I guess if he's gonna go all the way like that, give me that for free, and I won't complain. Blind fire, glad I backed out. Shoot this down as well, just to make it more difficult for him to guess where I am based off of stuff breaking. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a very campy map. There are lots of maps where you can make fun and interesting plays. This is not one of them. This is absolutely not one of them. Did I get lit for that? You didn't. Okay. So that means he's pre-aiming me, of course. You can at least sneak that in. 50B actually can clip that guy out. I'm gonna wait to get unspotted. And then move in. Okay, let's move in. There we go. So, unfortunately, for this map, what it came down to is waiting for the other side to make a move. And they did, and it kind of cost them. So, it is unfortunate that that's what this map is all about. But it is, in fact, about that, so... So we should have that kill. Let's push the E100. See if we can not get a cheat. Oh, Oh, now you've got the meds on the rear. It's not going to be very fun. Not at all. We can at least get to this side. Farm out. See if the 30 or 50B can survive a little longer. It does. And now we're looking good. You got double my hit points, so hopefully you can take the first hit, but we'll see. Fired my shot. I don't think I got lit there. Did I get lit? Maybe I've been lit this whole time. I don't know. Okay, I can just make a move here, I guess. Unfortunately, this game was a little slow, but dub's a dub, I guess. I got all 5 kills. Spent all my coins. Oh boy. 34 got a ghost drink, yes sir. Shares ready to donate channel points to another viewer. It kind of defeats the point though. It's for people who are loyal and watch the stream. Leave them a thumbs up. Heart. I hit that one. It's for people who watch and are loyal to the stream, you know? If you don't watch, you don't deserve the points. Right? Farm points on other countries for this one get baby. Exactly, it's cheating. Here's for finding a clan. I mean, find players that are around your skill level, I would say. If you only have tier 4, it might be a little bit difficult to find a good clan, but you know. There's also plenty of clans that are open if you just go in the search section. There's plenty of open clans that you can join that way. Which group will I cover? I was covering group 4, but the set's already over. There's a no-show. Yeah, I don't like Yamato. I feel like it's just very standoffish compared to a lot of the other maps. Both versions, both if you're fighting on the ship or if you're fighting like between the ship and the, you know, the hills. It's very standoffy. And I'm personally not a fan. So our 183 has already lost a third of his hit points in the first 30 seconds of the game. That's always fun. There's been... I spotted one tank spotted me. But yeah, I don't like Yamato in this mode. I will say, as much as I was just talking about how much I like the mode, because they can be fast-paced, this is not fast-paced at all. This is very slow. Somehow I missed him. He hit me. Okay. But if the team wants to make moves on that side, I will support. There's all their tanks. Go. Oh, 183 got him good. I'll hold my shell, yeah, let the fire burn him. So 183 did something, which is good. More than most 183s do. I would give him that one. Absolutely. I do not care if he kills me. But I lit him on fire. Haha. RNG for streamers. Let's go. Every starter decent clan rejected you. I mean, there's a lot of open ones, Eric, that you don't need to apply to, I believe, if you just go in the search thing. But I haven't used that search feature in a while to look for a clan, because I've been in my clan for a long time. Try joining training rooms. That's another option as well, actually. It's a good one. Good suggestion. Good boob, thumbs up. Spooky thumbs up. Do you watch Loyalist stream? Farming points on other accounts seems the most loyal. True. It's true. Another free viewer. Getting chat messages. GG's. Not a void. Nope. I've never been in the void clan. Spent all your points on a prediction pool last season. Oh, and you didn't get the bet? That's tough. That is tough. I have no idea when my next set started. My next set starts, by the way, but that's probably another like half hour at least, so I'm not really concerned, but my guess is it's going to be purple hated. I should probably at least look at the time for the mods. That would be thoughtful. I'm monkey. True, we are all monkey. Is a tortoise on the other side of that? Yeah, yes. What the what shot me for 400? It was a T-57? Yeah, somehow he shot me without me getting, or without him spotting me. So E4 in the town. Oh, nice. Rear the Yag. 600? What hit him for 600? They shoot gold? Is the E4 shooting gold? That'd be weird. And he bounced that one. This E4 is not a good player, I can already tell, which is weird because K24 is like a pub clan. They're a pub stomping clan. Maybe he just rolled really low. It's entirely possible, I suppose. But we're getting rolled up top, so let's help out. This E4 is not holding his hit points very well. I can't help him. I can't afford to. Okay, T-57's out. That's it. I'm going around for the tortoise. Someone kill him? All of you are up there. There you go. There you go. T-57's down 1, down 2, down 3. Somehow that bounces. Ow! That's just half my health right there. That's half my health. Oh my goodness. What the heck was that? Did not expect that to do so much damage. Holy cow. Wait, I just threw. I just threw that game. Our 704 is not doing a thing. I just lost half my health driving behind the guy. Our 704, of course, misses his shot because he's not a good player. That is quite annoying, in fact. I wish he would do something. Please go in. Please go in. Thank you. Good. And so, yeah, I'm not gonna take damage from this guy if I can. Oh god. But he has me. No! I can't believe I let him do that. I thought that I had enough time. I didn't. That's my fault. I threw that game. I'll give that one up. I threw that one. Settings of my mouse out? I don't change my mouse's settings. Oh no. Whatever the default is for my mouse. You can see what my mouse is in my Twitch about me. I threw that game. That's completely on me. If I could have just taken one hit and ran, I would have won that, but I didn't time it properly. For some reason, I thought he was further away. It's all good. They don't really care. Again, it's skirmish. It doesn't really matter. Oh, yeah, wait. I wanted to check the time for mods. Prediction will be purple versus hated. Purple hated, 32. 32 plus 3 minutes, 35. Yeah, we lost that game because I totally threw that. I wish the 704 were a little bit useful, but it was all good. But again, it is skirmish. I do not care. Why? Why drive into me? Of all the places you can drive, and you chose to drive directly into me. Very cool. If I were aiming, that would have messed up my aim, and I would have been very unhappy at you. And they're driving out in front of a Yeg now. Okay. They found our 215B, who is sitting in the rear. Can't really shoot the other guy very well. No, he's just not moving at all. Not even looking at the tank behind him either. Capolaed the hell out of him though, won't lie. Capolaed the hell out of him. And of course the CS is going to be looking for me because I killed his platoon mate. And our 2 and 5B shall survive for a little longer, which is good. And honestly, if that guy wants to stay back there, he can. I will allow him. And he fired. There we go. Two and 5B stayed alive way longer than he should have, but me Capola sniping the M48 totally won us the game. This tank should not be hitting those shots. It does not have good gun handling at all. It's got horrible gun handling. Anyway, we have time for like one game, I think. I've got ×3 as you can see, but I don't have any tanks to use them on. So here we are playing the game mode. Why is my waffle already clipped out? That is not ideal. I can see if I can sneak a shot on him over on this side, but I feel like their TDs might be pre-aiming this. That's correct. It's something pre-aiming that. Couldn't bait the shell, unfortunately. Why is our E100 losing half of his hit points already? You are an E100, my friend. He lost 1,300. If I lost that many hit points, I would be a one-shot. These heavies, man, they just take their hit points for granted. Just throw them all away. Yeah, E100's now extremely low. PK-72 going for some sort of push. I was gonna try to permatrack him. Didn't quite work. E100's dead already. That's insane to me. That is absolutely insane to me. That is very vile. They're shooting me. 183 bounces off me. Of course, that guy is telling me over the 704 that peaks. Fair enough, buddy. He's on full health. That's gonna be annoying. Our E100 just completely killed himself for no reason. Not a good player at all. You can see here. 704, not either. Don't know where that went. I'll be real with you. Not a clue. And what is our last tank doing? Nothing. Our Waffle's doing nothing. No, I thought I was gonna have a shot. In fact, didn't. This E100 died in a horrible spot as well. No, our team is doing a whole lot of nothing. What are you doing, Bliss Waffle? This Waffle. Oh my god. Streamer RNG. Streamer RNG. This Waffle's the biggest idiot I've ever seen. Oh my god. Streamer RNG. God, you're so bad. You did 3 points, he did nothing. Whatever. A win's a win, I guess. Our game's gonna be up in 2 minutes. I'm not gonna start a new one. I should have died from both of those shells. 60 TPs and the WZs. Hey, 100 gold, nice. That is funny. I'm getting text messages. Pickle, did your clan die or something? Are you not able to access it anymore? Does it no longer exist? What's going on there? It still says a pickled pickle is the commander. When I searched it. Yeah. So you took it back, it looks like? I don't know. Anyway, we should be getting our invite in just a minute here. There we go. So we'll go ahead and hide that as we set it up. Purple on the left, Hated on the right. Why does it do that? I hate it. The Windows noises. Wish I could get those to go away, but I cannot, unfortunately. But looks like the map is going to be Alpenstadt for the first 2 games, and if it goes to tiebreaker, New Bay. So Alpenstadt and New Bay will be the maps. Hated's already shown up with all of their players. Purple just started entering. Also gotta thank, let's see. Oh no, I already covered it. Megaline69 supporter following on Twitch. Thank you for that. Also, by the way, I have to plug it. I've been trying to plug it a bit recently, but if you're not on my Discord, our Discord is currently at over 900 members. Once we reach 1,000, I can apply for Discord discoverability, which would be good for growing the Discord. Also, we are level 3. We've got 15 boosts right now, so if you are looking for a good server to utilize level 3 streaming or whatnot, it's a good place to do it. So, you should definitely join. At the moment, the link is discord.gg/34wattb, which you can find right there as well. But yeah, would love to have y'all in. Anyway, teams are starting to show up. I can go ahead and show the teams. And here we are, Purple versus Hated. Alpenstadt will be games 1 and 2. We actually have seen Purple and Hated play each other before. On Prove Skill 1, Day 1, we actually got a group that contained both Purple and Hated. I believe Ace was the 3rd team, but I don't remember 100%. But both times that Purple and Hated fought, Purple won cleanly. They didn't drop a single game against Hated. I'm not sure if that is what we will see today. I haven't compared the lineups. I don't know if Purple and Hated are the same exact team as they were PYS 1. I believe Purple is, from what I can tell. All these players are names that I remember, but I'm not super familiar with Hated too much, so I don't know if these are all the same players from PYS 1. But I would imagine that it's pretty close, if not the same. Just sending several tickets, you got your account as leader. That's good. That is good. And Hated's got a very interesting lineup already here on the first game. Got 1 batch hat, but other than that, 6 German super heavies, 3 mouse, and 3 VK. Very difficult shells to crack. They've got very good armor, of course. VK hitting particularly hard in the alpha damage department, having that tungsten shell to complement its high alpha damage. The mouse, maybe not as high of alpha, but it's actually got decent DPM now in the most recent update 10.3. Buffed a lot of tier 10 tanks. The mouse and the VK72 did both receive buffs. The VK was already one of the best tier 10s and it received buffs, which is quite funny in my opinion. But now the mouse also receiving buffs. Its armor was improved in some of its weak areas, and it also now has reasonably decent DPM, which is very good, of course. And we've been seeing a good amount of them this season, I would say. Definitely more than in the past, and there's always maps where mouse are played. You know, you've got your Mayan Ruins, Fort Despair, I guess both of which are not in the rotation this season, but I mean, there are plenty of maps where the mouse has always been played, but now we tend to see a little bit more of them here. So we've got 3 on Hated, we've got 1 VK90 on that's the only German super heavy on Purple. I've also got 2 IS7s, 2 Chieftains, the 2 meta tanks right now. Got a Super Conk and a KPZ as the last the 7th tank there, so both teams do have one mobile tank here on Alpenstadt. And just in time to see game number 1 begin. Purple versus Hated here on Alpenstadt. We're going to be seeing a split play from Purple in the opening game. Seem to be non-committal. Hated, I mean, you can pretty easily predict where they're going based on this lineup here. So notably, all 3 of their mouse running different legendaries. So, I mean, there's the mouse 3 and 3 and a legionary, but the 3rd mouse not actually running a legendary, but I do dig the look Slime. So it looks like Purple's actually more committed towards A. At first I was thinking it was going to be a split play, but no, it was just Sinks driving forward and alone, which I think is a very interesting decision for them to bring Sinks all the way out here. And he could actually be in a little bit of trouble here. Yeah, he's going to run into Selena, going to put in a big shell. Tyrannos bounced his, but Ghosty's going to drive directly in. Bouncing his shot as well. Oh my goodness, that was Sinks. Not lost most of his hit points at this point. Batchet should have had a full clip. There should have been a few Hated shells into Sinks, and somehow he's still got a third of his hit points left. Purple has grabbed the A base, and they're going to start driving in. Slime, Zombie, Selena are going to anchor down. Sinks does fall, though. I think he was way too far forward. I don't know what the strategy was that Purple was running, but whatever it was, I don't think that was a good decision. Somehow, Chris may actually cap the base now, driving off last second there to avoid taking the shots, but it's only going to delay the inevitable. Hated with the double VKs. They both have tungsten. Selena bouncing. Hated is missing too many shots here. You would think that Purple's going to be the team having a tough time penning Hated, but in fact, Hated seems to be the one fluffing the shots more here. And Selena's going to try again. That one's going into Andrew, who activated his reactive, though, so he's going to take a lot less damage. And Zombie going for a shot here. Does hit it. There we go. Eric picking up the kill. At the moment, it is 7 tanks on 5. Hated looking quite good. Selena looking to put one more before going down. Chick's missing the kill there. Eric may try to go for hit point share. No, Andrew's going to get it. There's actually 2 Andrews on this team, which is quite interesting to note. Plus is going to deal with a Blue Danube here, but Blue blocking him from leaving, actually. I like that scraping play. Ghosty will fall, and it's actually a 5v4 briefly, now a 5v3, and Hated's got 3 tanks in the B base. Blue Danube still actually doing quite well here against Plus, who is not able to get the kill. Tyrannos coming in from behind. Eric helping out as well, although he misses his shot. Blue misses his, Plus misses his. This is just a very messy game here. Lots of missed shots all around. Plus does finally fall. But yeah, very sloppy play. Slime gonna drive right in on Chicks here. Shot goes in. Blue Danube finally does fall to Chicks, but actually 2 kills quickly there, but Andrew goes down. Chicks is trying to get around Slime, but it is a 1 versus 3. Tyrannos coming back in the bad chat. This is going to be a quick one. Slime just kind of backing himself into something so that he can avoid the circling from Chicks, but Tyrannos picking up the kill anyway. Hated taking the first game there. That's the first time that they've won against Purple this season, but it was a good, clean game. They had the advantage throughout the entire game here, although I will say their play in the opening was definitely sloppy. Sinks should have died very quickly, but I don't know if Tyrannos hit a single shot from that Batchat clip, to be honest with you. I mean, we saw 1 hit from Purple's VK72, and a second one bounced, or sorry, from Hated's VK72, the second bounced, and I didn't pay attention to see if Tyrannos connected any of the shots, but he does end up on top for the team, so well played there. Every single Hated player doing above 2,000 damage, though, so honestly, quite good distribution for their team. And that was a very nicely played game from them overall, even though we'll say it was sloppy, but it's going to be running a very similar lineup here. Again, this map mostly symmetrical, so I mean, at a macro level, it's quite symmetrical. There's a lot of small features that can change things up a little bit, but for the most part, symmetrical map, and when you're playing this lineup, it's not that nuanced, right, in terms of what your plan is, so they're going to keep the same exact lineup here. Purple going a little bit heavier, realizing that maybe that's a good thing to have, right? These super heavies that are great at pumping out the damage whether it's through better DPM or better alpha damage. And we are going to be seeing 2 Vikas and a Mouse on purple, as well as the Chieftains, a Bat Chat, the Object 260. We haven't seen a lot of 260s yet. A lot of people were hyping that tank up with the recent armor buffs that the tank got, but haven't seen a whole lot of them. And yeah, so it'll be one of the first times. I think we might have seen one before, but yeah, purple will run one. They're going to take a thing from Hated's book as well, running the Bat Chat instead of the KPZ-50T. It's just nice to have something that can run around getting those clips in when all the rest of the tanks are being used for the brawl, so might as well have a clipper, right? Not a bad decision in my opinion. Yeah, Hated currently up 1-0 on purple. This is just a best of 3, so Hated only needs to win the second game to take it, and obviously they've got a pretty good lineup, although I did miss one small change they made. I can see now that I didn't notice before. They get a VK90 in here. Running all of the German super heavies in this one here. And as we wait for the countdown, seems like maybe someone hasn't quite connected yet. Someone's got some shoddy connection, because normally countdown doesn't go all the way down, you know. It immediately transitions to the battle countdown as soon as everyone's connected. But someone was missing. Anyway, purple most likely heading towards the town here. That's what it looks like they're doing. Hated, obviously, you know exactly what they're doing. Now the question is, will purple try to see if they can catch Tyrannos out in the Bat Chat? He's going to be going a little bit too far forward here. Purple does have a Bat Chat of their own. He's quite far away, though, all the way on the A side. Although actually not as far away as I thought. I didn't look at the mini-map. He's actually quite close. Trying to overlook the B base, but he did not quite sending anyone there just yet. But Tyrannos sneaking around towards the C side. But we are going to straight up just see a brawl here in the town. Purple taking the first damage with Chris receiving one shell from the VK-72, although both of them fired only one shot connected. But this may be a little bit stalematey here. We'll see. Maybe it's the light tanks that will be the ones to make plays and cause, you know, action to occur. Looks like Andrew getting spotted all the way in the back, so Hated is aware of what they're doing here, but ooh, Hated is starting to bleed a bit. 3 of their tanks have taken hits. They haven't put in any return fire since the opening shot. The Chicks is floating all the way around on the A side. And C has already been captured by Tyrannos, who sneaks in a shell into plus there. Very nice shot from him. And reload his clip immediately. Chicks taking A, so the cap lead is in favor of Hated, but for some reason I don't think that's going to matter. I think it is very clearly going to be a brawly game. But what Chicks is doing, I do like. He's getting all the way around Hated, and that could be useful. Also, where's Tyrannos? He's in the corner. He has taken a hit. He's put some damage in, but being lower hit points in the light tank than the enemy light is actually a little bit scary sometimes. And okay, we're looking at Chicks is actually just farming the rear of Hated. So Hated is going to make a play now. They're realizing that the Bat Chat's behind them. They have to do something. And Ghosty Zombie both going to move out of this big lane. And yeah, in come the Hated tanks, but big shots into Plus and Chris. Danube shooting someone else instead, but Hated going directly for those two immediately, and Plus is already in pain. The Hated tanks all seem to be sharing their hit points quite well, actually. A couple shots wasted there. Ghosty's going to go for Chris. Big shot into him. But at the moment, Hated is up about 500 hit points and a tank. Zombie shooting sinks here, so maybe not quite focus firing the tanks. But the rest of Hated is, but he's slightly out of position here. Blue Danube getting a quick kill before falling to Andrew most likely. Andrew needs to hit the shot. He does so. Good on him for doing it, but it's a 5-on-6 right now. And Black Andrew is actually in trouble here with Zaza. He does put a shot into Tyrannos, though. I think that's good target selection from him. Tyrannos missing his shots here. Will Zaza pick up the kill? Yes, but he takes another hit here as well. Sync's now in trouble. The Hated is up 2 tanks. Andrew taking a big HE there from Mr. Slime. But Eric is not interested. Instead going for Sinks. And Zombie actually gets picked off. Slime's going to go for the kill on Andrew, and he does get it. Sinks trying to fight his life away, but Ghosty Tyrannus are going to have K911. Sinks goes down. And it is just going to be Chicks against 5 tanks here. And Hated going to grab a second base. They're going to sneak the kill on Tyrannos, but he's taking a lot of damage for it. He may sneak the kill. No, he misses the kill shot. And Hated's actually going to win the set here with their German super heavy combo here. I like it. I like it. Whereas we were previously seeing Purple just completely dominate Hated last time around, this time it is in fact to be Hated sweeping Purple right before they reach 1,000 cap. But again, we knew that that wasn't really going to be the big factor here. Hated did win the brawl. Super heavies do seem to be useful on these maps that have lots of town presence. Obviously, this is a double elimination group, so it's not going to be over for Purple right now. They're going to be fighting against the winner of CCRS and NCL, which I'm guessing is CCRS, because NCL didn't have 7 when I first saw them. But yeah, so Hated will take that 2-0 over Purple. And we're going to have the next invite. I'm going to go ahead and hide my screen. That is not hiding my screen. That's going to my monitor showing up accidentally there. There we go. And yes, it is CCRS versus Purple. I don't think I have a CCRS logo. Let me double check that. No. I don't really know anyone on the team. But, let's see. Oh, I do know someone on the team. Lion King joins immediately. So I guess I do know people on the team. I just, you know, I didn't think to reach out to them because I didn't know what group I was streaming until right before. But I guess I do know some people on the team. Maybe I should have pulled up rosters. I didn't pull up rosters last time. Maybe that could be a good thing to do. Yeah, I know several people on this team. Never mind. I'm just a liar, I guess. I didn't know to check for them. Again, there's 30 plus teams. I don't know which ones I'm streaming, and I can't just get logos for all of them. So I just usually keep the ones that I have, and if there's any high profile teams that I'm aware of, I will grab something for them. But no new high profile teams, I should say, this season that I thought to grab logos for. Except Ghost gave me theirs, which was nice of them. Also, I just noticed that only 1% voted for Hated. That is quite funny. It was Pickle. Pickle gets all the points. Pickle's smart with his betting, y'all. Holy cow. He bet 69 points on Hated. But 99% of people went with Purple. That is quite funny. That's quite funny. That is good. Anyway, I'll really quickly show the CCRS lineup. History, let's check them out. Okay. So here we are of the CCRS lineup. They are led. Okay, I'm doing screen again. Let's not do that. Let's go to Cloaked Careful as the Captain, Deja Vu, One Singular Flea, General Froggington. Let's see if I can get this correct. Okay. Old Blood and Guts, Lion King. Let's move this out of the way. Old Blood and Guts, Lion King, Mr. Feisty Boo, Low Yolo, Morok, and Biggie. And so that is going to be that team. Anyway, we can go ahead and show the training room now. And both teams are all readied up here. So let's just get straight to it then. Again, I don't have a logo for CCRS, so we're just going to be using this version. But we're on New Bay now. New Bay going to be the map, and I suppose I could check the tiebreaker, but it's too late at this point. I don't really want to do more scene switching. But CCRS going to be running an IS. Oh, they have 7 different tanks here. No, they have 2 Krons. Then the remaining tanks are all just a big, you know, assortment, a salad of tanks here. We've got a Batchat, VK90, E5, 777, and IS7. Purple running a more consolidated lineup. They've got 3 of the most meta tanks that exist: IS7s, Chieftains, and the VK72. which a VK obviously a little bit less common, but it is a meta heavy tank for towns and stuff. And this is a town map. You just won't tend to see them a whole lot on non-town maps, but I would still consider it pretty meta game. So yeah, that is a very lineup right there. A very lineup from Purple. One of the lineups of all time, in fact. Someone else voted hated last minute, still turned 69 to 2.5. No, you're the only person who did vote for them, I'm pretty sure. Oh, did someone else? No, I'm pretty sure. I thought you did. I thought you were the only person from what I saw. Maybe I'm wrong. Guess I'm just wrong. But anyway, here we are on. Should probably get the map thing going. New Bay. And here is game one between CCRS and Purple. We've seen Purple play against Hayden on this map before, I believe, but again, this is the first time we're seeing CCRS play. They're going for a split. You got the 777 and VK90 going for the B base. Purple not split really at all. Looks like they might have a couple VKs going for an anchor play, I suppose. And yeah, K911 does get spotted. He's the only lit tank for Purple right now, and what that might tell CCRS is it might tell them that Purple could be sending some tanks towards the C side, but the way that he was facing, I don't think that they will. But look at the Chieftains pushing right in. Fruity, Black Andrew, both going to be getting right in there. Going through Mr. Froggington, although shot does get missed here, but he's trying to wiggle his way around, survive, and Purple are missing a lot of shots. Out of the 4 or 5 they've taken, only 2 have actually penned. And Froggington's actually in a reasonable spot now, although yeah, he's actually pretty safe, to be honest with you. I mean, he's got backup from Deja. He's got backup actually from Morak, Lion, and Blood and Guts are all kind of holding down this firing lane if Purple were to cross it. Doesn't seem like they want to, though. They've sent their tanks forward, and I don't think they want to send any more. But Purple are now even on the hit points with CCRS, I should say. It looked like they were bleeding a little bit more, but I suppose both teams have done some bleeding. This looks like it just flew through that building. This is a difficult map to spectate, but Froggington is actually quite safe right now. He's being held by Deja and Cloaked, but I think if Purple were to be more committal in that push, they would have definitely been able to get the kill, but they just didn't hit their shots. And unfortunately, Purple's got Andrew kind of stuck out there. He's in a bit of a pickle. If anyone from CCRS were to spot him on the crossback, then he could have an issue. Also, Plus, is he tracked? No, his ammo rack's damage. Plus is actually in trouble right now. Is he not moving? Is he AFK? What's going on here? Plus is AFK. Plus is having internet issues. That is unfortunate, and Singular Flea is just gonna farm him out here. I mean, might as well, right? It's free damage. And he's not even getting spotted either, which is quite smart. But Purple's a tank down. They're now about 2,000 hit points down, and they need to make some sort of play. K911 is going to be making that play. He gets shot by Froggington and Cloaked. Careful, though. He is taking hits, although Lion King doing this play, he's going to be taking some damage as well, but now K911 is a little bit caught out here. Blood and Guts is going to go for him, finally bleeding out Plus, and oh my goodness, y'all, K911 getting caught out. CCRS are absolutely obliterating Purple right now by 4,000 HP, 4,500. What is going on here, y'all? CCRS are having a very good game right now. Obviously, the AFK does hurt Purple, but the hit point difference is much larger than just... Oh my goodness, I flew through it again, y'all. Will I miss the kill? Please tell me I don't miss the kill. Deja gets the kill, but 900 points now. Purple is making some sort of counterplay into Morak. They are hitting their shots now. Morak is taking lots of damage, but Chick's getting tracked out, getting shot in the rear. Blood and Guts has 2 shots left in his clip. He's going to go for Chicks. He goes down. 980 points for CCRS. Morak will equalize with a kill of their own, but Fruity now in trouble. Will Deja snipe something crazy? Not quite. But 970 points for Purple. Or sorry, for CCRS. And they get the kill on Fruity. Flea sneaking around. CCRS are up on Purple, y'all. I hope Purple has a sub, because plus losing internet there absolutely killed them. And remember, this is an elimination game right now. The loser of this set is eliminated from this previous skill. If Purple loses this, they are absolutely going to be out of top 8, most likely. They're going to be losing a lot of cups for this. That would be horrible. Does Purple have a sub? Plus is still in. It shows that he's online. Will he ready up, though? Purple. This is looking scary for them, y'all. Uh-oh. He's got a new tank. Plus is here. But yikes, man. That hurts. I mean, Purple's a good enough team. They could definitely bring it back. But, I mean, that's got to hurt the momentum a little bit. And who's to say that the internet's not going to do the same thing to Plus again? But I'm surprised Purple doesn't have a sub or something, because Sinks was playing last set, and now Sinks isn't here. Sinks is not playing, he's not speccing. I'm concerned for Purple right now, y'all. This is scary. They can do it, but yikes. What's a Vauban? Toxic. Army Lover. Tyrannos. Cricket. Roy, did you lose your coins? If you bet Purple, you lost your coins, unfortunately. What's the feature replay for? XZL, that's how I know that you never show up to my streams, man. That hurts me. That hurts me. That hurts. Anyway, game 2 here. CCRS Purple. CCRS are up 1-0. Will Purple bring it back? That is the question. Also have to say thank you to Durgzary and Daintree for following on Twitch. Welcome to both of you. Welcome to the stream. Here's game 2. Lineups are Purple. They have an extra 1,000 hit points. They got 2 Chiefs, 2 Krons, a Mouse VK IS-7. CCRS running a Batchat of 60. No, they have 7 different tanks. Yeah, 60 Batchat IS-7 Kron, 777 E5 and VK90. That's intense. They're going heavily towards C side. Purple towards A again. Sorry, I didn't mean towards A again, sorry. Purple towards A this time, not again. Chix is going to be holding back B, preventing CCRS from pushing, but Cloaked does it anyway. He's just going to drive directly into the B base and try to grab it right from under Purple's nose. And yeah, Purple, they don't have anything to actually stop him, interestingly enough. Although Biggie is bleeding a lot by going for that crossing, I don't really see the reasoning for them putting a second tank there. Especially... Well, I mean, I think that it's just to kind of cover him in case Purple goes for a counter push, but, you know, when you already have one tank stuck and now everyone's looking at the crossing, that's just too big of a risk, and they paid the price for it. Looking at these Karanvans here that are just completely holding down this lane. And yeah, CCRS are starting to bleed quite a bit. They're already down 2,000 hit points. Just because they bled 1,000, and they're also 1,000 down just because of the lineups. So... it's an interesting, you know, thing that happens with the lineups, but it is indeed a thing. Foggington, no, Foggington's not going to be able to spot the crossing here. So Purple, with their Kronvans, are going to be able to sneak through unspotted, and might actually cause issues for the 777, who is covering the spawn. He does have backup from Lion, but oh my goodness, looks like... what is Biggie doing? What's happening with Biggie? He's peeking up and he's getting hit. I don't think that you're in the position to be peeking when you are on 1,000 something hit points. And now you can see Andrew is spotted. I keep flying through this building. Purple is going for the counter push, but you know, Biggie already made himself a weakness for the team. And so I don't see CCRS being able to stop this push. If they cross with more tanks, the Kron bonds have that on lock. Biggie missing his shot. And yeah, he's just dead. He is simply toast. Chicks will put in another shot. Andrew will get the kill. And you can see Blood and Guts, who tried to go for the cross, took 1,200 hit points. Now he's the target instead of Cloaked Careful. So CCRS throwing 2 tanks away, just trying to save Cloaked. When really they should have just realized that he was stuck and they could have tried to put their strengths elsewhere. But instead, they've completely split themselves up. Now Froggington is alone against the Krons. Chris will pick up the kill. Bouncing off of his side there. Goofy play indeed, but it doesn't matter. CCRS were at a complete disadvantage this entire time. And Flea will try to sneak in a kill here on Chicks. Does pick that up, but right now it's not looking good for CCRS. Cloaked is able to put in one more shot. Lights K911 on fire, but that is going to be all for this game. It is a 5-on-3. Lion King is surrounded. All of Purple is unified. CCRS, again, they split themselves in half, and instead of sinking the cost of 1 tank, they decided to throw 3 tanks in to lose. All die. Deja Vu does sneak a kill on K911 from all the way over here, but now it's just him left alone against 4. And this isn't going to go well for him. Purple are able to even it up 1-0, so clearly the lag out, not a big issue for Purple. It happens sometimes, but they're just gonna keep moving on, and for some reason Purple feeling the need to reload their clips entirely. But yeah, that's a kill right there. Purple ties it up, and it's 1-1. We're going to a tiebreaker, and I didn't check what the map was, so we'll see what it is. I try my best, but I'm usually busy. Yeah, 0 from Biggie. Yeah, that was a very questionable play from CCRS. After, Cloaked had already grabbed the base, throwing another tank in there is just throwing the tank away. If they had gone for a counter push elsewhere, may have gone better for them, but they've learned, hopefully. Our tiebreakers on Vineyards. I don't like that pick. I don't like this map as a tiebreaker. Purple has the south spawn, which is a much better spawn to have. They have an advantage here in the tiebreaker, which is unfortunate for CCRS because they had an upset game 1. Granted, it was because of an AFK, but it's a win nonetheless. And upsets are always fun to watch. But I don't like having an asymmetrical map, especially a map with as big of a spawn difference as Vineyards, being a tiebreaker because both teams don't get the chance to play both spawns, right? If this were the first map, then I wouldn't really mind as much because, then both teams have a shot at south spawn, which is, again, usually argued to be the better one. But having it as a tiebreaker kind of makes it so that one team has a good advantage of winning the set, which, coin flip, this one happens to be Purple. Kind of a bummer for CCRS, but, at the end of the day, all they can do is try to win this one out, running another salad of random tanks. From what it seems, they've got a type, a Batchat, STB, Kron, E5, IS7, VK90. They're not running meta. That's just clearly they're not running meta here. In game 1 it worked out, but game 2 not so much, and we'll see. Purple's got 2 Chieftains, 2 IS7s, Kron, Batchat, KPZ, and we will see how it goes on Vineyards. Here we are with game 3. It's 1-1 CCRS Purple. And CCRS has the opportunity to pull off the biggest upset that we've seen so far this tournament. They have the opportunity, doesn't mean that it's guaranteed though. Flea is going to get the cap lead here for CCRS, but Chicks might be trying to go for something sneaky here with a quick reset position. Yep, and he does get lit, and he is going to shoot Flea here. Flea not quite reacting. He will put a shot in, but he's going to take 2. Gets off of A, and we are going to see Purple get the reset. And they're going to take the cap lead, in fact, although CCRS will quickly step into C. They've got their type in the town. Not going to be a big deal. And Andrew actually has taken a hit so far himself. And STB, ooh, looks like we were trying to see a shot snuck in from here, but doesn't quite connect. But it's not too bad for CCRS right now. Things are not too bad. At least Flea did not get completely nuked. He took 2 hits, but he did react fast enough to put one in and to get himself out of that situation. And CCRS are within 80 captured points, which is, of course, the delta of points that occurs whenever you kill a tier 10 tank. So it's not too bad. As long as they get a kill, they will be okay. The problem is this, though. South spawn, you can see Purple has such a big advantage in terms of the land that they can grab without having this giant hill. So right now, this A hill that you see, maybe from this perspective might be a bit easier to see. This hill that's right here kind of like stops CCRS from pushing forward, right? But Purple can push all the way up to that hill, which is basically, you know, half of the map at this point. So Purple gets this entire spawn, like in this entire side of the map, basically for free. They have great control, and that's why South spawn is known to be better. And now Purple has much more map control that they can work with. CCRS is already somewhat blocked into a corner. Granted, you know, they've spread themselves out nicely in the town, and Purple are giving that up, but you can see K911 Fergalicious, they're already like holding that. K911 actually going for a blind fire, barely missing Flea, and Flea does notice that he's going to back off, but Purple have such a nice easy hold over a vast majority of the map. That is very important parts of the map. And Cloaked is going to try to cap the base, but I mean, that's not a position that you can cap from. K911 Fruity are going to have shots, no problem. Back Andrew's going to put one in as well. No, he misses it. Unfortunately, the gun handling of the tank, not the best, but sneaks in another. It's a trade that you don't want to make, though. Andrew is now on less than half hit points. But again, Purple, they don't need the cap lead. They already have it, so all they need to do is stay put. CCRS must make a play, and they've got several low hit point tanks of their own. Cloaked, careful, 1600. And of course, Flea in the bat chat on 12. He's still making plays here and around, whereas look at Purple's bat chat. He's got no intent of moving, right? He's just spotting spawn. That's all he needs to do. You just put one bat chat here and give Purple plenty of information, and again, since they have the south spawn, they just have so much room to work with. You can tell. Granted, both teams are spread out on the minimap, but you can see that there's 2 different areas that I guess are being covered by, you know, we've got the town area and the school area, where all of this is basically connected on the south spawn. So Purple team is overall just much closer together, and it looks like CCRS, they're going to try to take A. I don't know if they can do it. They're going to try to put 2 tanks, but driving forward, he's just going to get farmed in the side. Chris, K911 Fruity all putting shots in. I don't know if this is the right way to crack the fortress that is Purple. They're not moving in with multiple tanks, multiple forces. They're all just driving in together on A, and that could cause an issue for them. They're getting bled out a lot. The bases are getting reset. Purple is holding it, and CCRS will keep trying. The hit point difference is now in Purple's favor, whereas previously it was pretty even. Morak is going to try to take over Cloaked spot. Biggie trying to hold back Plus, but the resets are still coming in. However, it is looking better. And if I click on Morak, who's lost half his hit points, he actually does cover Lion King enough to take the bases. But look, we've got Chicks on C, and that's checkmate, I think. I don't think CCRS has any way of reacting to that at this point. They did completely let go of C. They could have maybe put 1 tank there just to hold it, but instead, no. They're all going to be making a play over on this side. If they can sneak a kill, that would be big. Froggington's going to try to get B, but I think Purple is just going to react for Froggington now. And I think Froggington needs to be looking at Plus here. He's not looking at Plus, he's looking at Andrew. Although, honestly, I think that it, you know, at this point, it makes no difference. He goes down. Purple are going to take that 1-2-1. CCRS just failing to grab the A base. Their counter push, not the strongest in my opinion. Purple are going to take that one, no problem. Despite losing that first game to a lag out, no major upset for this set right here. Purple will move on. CCRS eliminated in 3rd. Deja Vu not having a great game there. In fact, only 2 tanks on the hated team, sorry, on the CCRS team did above 1,000 damage. There's only 1 Purple player that did not do above 1,000 damage, so it just kind of shows the difference there. Purple had all of the advantage that game. Yeah, that was a best of 3. This last set, though, will be a best of 5, I believe. We can go ahead. I'm going to hide my screen, get all this set up. We're going to be seeing the hated Purple rematch. Again, this is a best of 5. Okay, we're good here. Best of 5, and I'll pull up the maps. Good try from CCRS, though. I wanted to see it happen. I wanted to see the upset, but it's not meant to be. Anyway, the maps are going to be Molendyke, Faust, New Bay. Fair enough. Not bad maps. Molendyke and Faust, new today. New Bay, a tiebreaker, is one that we've seen previously, but no biggie, no biggie. And again, Hated already played against Purple, and Hated actually won 2-0. Which was an upset, but that set didn't matter. That was not an elimination set. The previous one was. This will also be an elimination set. Only one team moves on per day, according to the regulations, unless they change it for this last one just because there aren't enough teams. But Hated Purple, only one of them in theory will be moving on, which is very interesting to think about. If Hated were to eliminate Purple here, this would definitely hurt them a lot. And top 8 would be very difficult for them to achieve, if even possible at that point. I don't think it would be. Yeah, definitely not. But anyway, we can go ahead and show everything now. We can go ahead and show the icons again. And here we are with... Oh, got to update. Swap them around. There we go. Hated Purple. Molendyke again, the first map. And this isn't really a great opportunity for Hated to use the super heavy spam that won them their first set. Of course, it's a very difficult strat to counter, but now this is maybe a map where it wouldn't be quite as strong. And so Hated are forced to swap out of those tanks. However, they did have time to prepare for Molendyke while Purple was playing their set. Hated had time to prepare, and so they've got a little bit of, you know, rest on their side, whereas Purple's been playing back to back to back after losing to Hated initially. I'm going to play another city in CCRS, and now this one once again. But we're seeing more meta tanks from Hated this time around. They're running Chieftains, which we haven't seen them run yet tonight. Also 60 DPs, Krons, and a Bat Chat. They are keeping the Bat Chat, and they do like that tank. Purple rocking a 140 and a Leopard for meds. And then the rest will be meta. IS-7, Chieftain. Simple enough. Now Molendyke, a relatively symmetrical map. Not that it really matters for this set because both spawns will be played, but it is a rather symmetrical map, so either team can really go either direction. I wouldn't say one spawn favors either side too much, although I suppose crossing over to the med side is slightly different per spawn, but I don't think it's enough to say that it's a major advantage for one side or the other. Later. Yeah, this is a best of 5. The last set that you watch is, yeah, the best of 3, but this is best of 5. We make sure that the predictions are being taken care of. They're not. Here's outcome. Everyone voted Purple here. We'll run this prediction for just 2 minutes there. That's fine. But here we go. Molendyke going to be, again, the first map. Get the intro set up. Both teams are locked in with their rosters. No changes since I mentioned it, I believe, so. Yeah. Purple's opportunity to run it back on Hated, get their revenge, or will Hated finally pull off an upset on a top 8 team? Here we are with Hated Purple. It seems like the countdown's still going down, so somebody isn't connected. My guess is it's going to be Plus, whose internet has already proved to be less than reliable, but it is what it is. Also, a cursing on stream. Nice one, Tyrannos. Good idea. While being streamed, great one. It's alright, it happens. For some reason, my free cam not working properly when I want to click on a tank. There we go. Okay. Hayden making a play in the town. Purple, not so much. Moving more towards A. They've got a hiding medium tank, though. Chick's kind of doing his own thing. Kind of covering the rear. See if there's anything in the middle. He's not going to find anything, though. Tyrannos could light several purple tanks, but no, he's playing too far back to do so. You want to be further forward, like up here in the middle, or something along those lines. Maybe even this bush if you're feeling daring, but I definitely wouldn't be feeling daring in a competitive match like this one. And A base will be taken by purple. Tyrannos not in a position to spot anything, and unfortunately, 8 is just too slow to get in the cap, so they're going to lose the cap lead to purple here, just by virtue of being too slow to drive in. Even though the Crown Vons from Haiti were set up for a while. Just never stepping in the base, I suppose. And now purple has the lead, and it would be quite strong of a setup, actually, if Haiti did have the cap lead, because they're looking over B here, and as long as they cover C, they'd be doing quite strong. However, what K911's going to be doing is he's going to be spotting here, so that looks like the mediums are not quite sniping. I thought maybe we're going to see some medium snipage action, you know, some leopard here. And yeah, we actually are. Fruity is going to be lining up. Andrew sneaking in a shot. So will Fruity. 2 really good shots there. Quick reaction. Zombie only turning his turret for just a moment, but that's something you can't do when you're playing in that position. You can't turn your turret at all, especially in the Crown Von, because the side of that turret, not nearly as strong as the front. It's very, very soft. So 3-2 shots here from Hated. And from purple into Hated, I should say. And even though purple running 2 meds, they've already brought the hit point differential back to within literally 5 hit points of each other. So good start for purple, and again, they've got the cap lead, so we are going to have to see Hated make a move. Their tanks are going to be a little bit slow to do that as well. In such a hilly map like this one, it could be quite difficult for Hated to try to make their own plays here. Purple's mostly just backed themselves out, if you can kind of see things from the perspective of these IS-7s that are just so far away. They could be used as a counter push tool, maybe kind of trapping their own spawn in a way as well. The meds from purple are ready to react as needed, as well as having a chieftain over there as well. And they're chipping Hated down slowly with the HEs. And how will Hated make their play? Are they going to try to sneak slime on the cap? I don't know if that's possible. K911's got a very nice position. And yeah, if you sit right here, there's no chance. I mean, maybe you're hiding from Andrew and Fruity and Chicks, but you're not hiding from K911. So I don't think this is the right avenue to try to get yourself an advantage. If anything, maybe start with a bit of a distraction push, which it seems like they might be starting to move forward with their heavies over here. No, not quite. Eventually, perhaps. Someone says we YOLO A. It's going to be a lot of ground to cover for Hated to YOLO A. And then Mark 6 Kepi. So I like the idea of trying to cause a distraction. I don't think that Hated's got the right tanks to do that sort of play, though. A. Although it looks like we are getting tanks spotted here. Tanks are getting spotted. Tyrannos, who fired his gun, is getting lit. And Fruity might actually have shots if he starts looking, but he is not looking yet. Caps are about to reach 800 here. Hated needs to make a play. And taking B is not going to be feasible with all of these meds firing. Look, there's 4 tanks here just for the purpose of resetting B. Slime taking a hit. I don't see it happening. We need to see some sort of play made by Hated, but they're not doing it. 800 points. What's the move here? They're not doing anything. Zaza getting spotted. He's going to take a couple hits. No, purple's just holding their shells. Hated's starting to make a move. Chicks seems to have noticed Tyrannos. Tyrannos is running away, though. We are going to see the B cap, but look at Zombie. Zombie's already bled most of his hit points. Purple is just sniping them here. They've got all of their tanks lined up on B. And Eric, who's going to try to take it, but Purple's still got tanks lined up on him. It's not happening. Hated pushing in, trying to see if they could go for a kill. 900 points now for purple. Things are not looking good. Tyrannos is getting doubled by Fruity and Chicks. Not saving his shells for Fruity, though. Chicks will be able to DPM him down here while he reloads his clip. Selena could fall to Chris and Plus. For some reason, Chris not focus firing Selena here. But Tyrannos does fall 990 points, and even though Hated finally grabbed their base, purple reaches 1,000 right before the kill there. And they waited way too long for that one. The idea of a last-second push makes some sense when you've already got your tanks in position and ready to go. But when you have all of that ground to cover, you need to have your tanks like further forward before you make that push. And again, Hated just had way too much ground to cover there. They couldn't stop the base, and they only grabbed B when it was much too late, and they were already down tons of hit points and tanks. So yeah, purple will take that one without much issue there. Pretty much just holding the entire time. They grabbed the cap lead, and then that's really what decided that game completely. So purple will lead with the win. Hated going to respond with 3 Kronvons at least here and a Bat Chat. So they're going full clipper here. Not a lot of DPM on their side. 95 E6, IS7, and whatever ghost he picks. But, I mean, purple are just keeping it very simple. You know, they're running the tried and true Chieftain IS7 combo, and you don't really have to get a lot fancier than that, to be honest. I mean, adding a Super Conqueror in, you know, you can complement it with some interesting tanks. And the Super Conk and the KPZ are definitely that, but, you know, why experiment with all these crazy things when the meta is quite simple? It's quite simple. The only thing that purple are missing right now is a super fast tank. The KPZ is a medium and it's mobile, but not extremely lightning quick. So maybe Hated will be able to take the cap lead for this one. Who knows? Obviously, that's what decided game 1 completely and entirely, but game 2 could be anybody's, I suppose. 295 E6s for Hated, so they're quite mobile, but also quite soft, I suppose. Well, not that soft. They've got IS7s and Chromes, so maybe not quite. Here's game number 2. Yo, was this was live? Well, yes, Cloaked. Everything has been streamed. It is all good, Cloaked. Things happen, and at the end of the day, you can watch the game back and see what you can learn from it. What the insights that I offered while watching the stream. Or while streaming, I should say, streaming and watching the game. Maybe you'll learn a little bit more about what worked and what didn't. From a bird's eye point of view and someone who's a little bit more experienced in watching these things. Hated's gonna go full A here. Purple will as well, with meds going into the center for spotting. I agree with this one. Maybe Tyrannos was a little bit too far back last game to get much spotting going, but he's not even doing that. He's gonna go for a quick B grab. No, he's gonna drive right through. Andrew will spot him, tries to sneak in the shot, doesn't get it. We'll also light Zaza here, who's driving right in the middle in the Kronvon. Very aggressive opening. Both of the Kronvons, in fact, for Hated, making a play in the middle. And that could cause an imbalance in the corner here. Purple's got all of their tanks, and I think they're just going to push it. I don't see why they do anything other than push it. Hated's got soft tanks here, 95 E6s. Those are going to be easy targets, and yeah, IS7's just going to roll right over. I don't think Purple's going to have any issue cleaning this up. They've got easy focus fire and Ericosaurus, one of the softest tanks in the game, and their Kronvons are just out of the fight. They haven't even put a single shot yet. They haven't even fired their guns. Hated's already lost a tank. Granted, they've got another kill, but Ghosty is now toast. And the Kronvons are finally joining the fight. It's going to be a little late, though. They're going to put their clips into K911. And he goes down as well, so I suppose it's a 5v5 right now. The Kronvons have put in a bit of hit points to equalize, so put a damage in, I should say. But now they've run out of their clips. Tyrannos farming Chicks for some reason. Farm Fruity. Fruity's much lower hit points. And he could have absolutely killed Fruity here if he had put all 3 of his shots into him. Instead, he's going to survive longer to put more shots in. Does go down now, but Hated doesn't have any more DPM left. I guess the Kronvons are both dead at this point, so it's a 3v4 though at the end of the day. And now Tyrannos, he's got a clip, but it's not enough to take care of the KPZ. he will go down quite quickly. And yeah, Tyrannos isn't even looking in that direction. He's trying to see if he can sneak one more into Chicks, but it makes no death. He does pick up the kill on Chicks. Well played, but Selena falls. Andrew gets the kill. And now it's just Blue Danube alone against 3 tanks. He will kill one of them, but that is all he will get. And granted, Hated brought it down to the last 2 tanks, Purple, I think Andrew and Chris, but they're both full health. And there's not much more to be done here. Chris does miss the shot, though. Chris has been missing a few shots today, something that I have noticed. But Game 2 goes to Purple as well, and they're looking to sweep Hated back after Hated swept them in the first set, running all their super heavies, but Hated couldn't really do that on this map. Crazy set I'm watching. Well, keeping. Purple lost to Hated in the first set. I should say the second set. The first was a no-show. But Hated not looking nearly as good on these maps that don't involve a massive city where you can just spam mass VK72 and feel good. But Faust's going to be the Game 3 and potentially Game 4 map. And Hated picking their tanks together. Purple, they're keeping it simple. Why change Chieftain IS-7? It's very easy. Hated hasn't run it once. And, I mean, granted, it worked on the heavy maps, but now when you can't spam all the mouse and VK, look at what's happening, right? If you don't have some way to either, you know, counter the meta or to join the meta, then you're going to be left behind. And Hated will run some Chieftains, I'll give them that, but IS-7's got some punch that the Chieftain does not. And I mean, I suppose the Kronvons could be a little bit of punch, but again, once you unload that clip, DPM bye-bye. And Hated's Krons went down quite quickly after they joined the fight anyway. They had lost 2 tanks by the time they got into the fight, and then they were also the next 2 tanks to die, so there's that, I suppose. But yeah, 3 Krons, they're running more of them, a 60 TP. Purple keeping it simple. Chieftain, IS-7, 2 and 5Bs maybe. A British heavy, which is just as good. But anyway, here is the 3rd and potentially final game on Faust. Stream the new event on the 20th. No plans. I'll be streaming competitive. Again, I don't know how day 2 is going to work because we'll be down to 8 teams, but the 3rd day is supposed to have 8 teams, so I don't really know what's going on there. But here is game 3. Hated looks like they want to commit to A. Zaza gonna grab a quick base here for the heavy side. Purple's hard committing heavy side. Chick's going for either a quick B grab or a mid spot. No, he's gonna mid spot here. And Zaza, if he's smart, he's not gonna be peeking this. I don't know why he peeked it. You can cap the base fine, no problem. Almost got reset. Thankfully he drove out, but I mean, you can cap this base completely safely, and for some reason Zaza was not lined up to do it. Andrew backed off of base C himself, though, so Hated will get the cap lead after all. Purple easily could have had it, but even if Purple grabbed base C quicker, Hated's taking A, and what this is telling Purple is that they've left D alone. And Plus might go immediately in for the base. No, they're going to drive up the ramps to start. Not going to worry about grabbing the base quickly, but Purple has run into a couple Hated tanks just sitting all down here. The Kron's getting spotted, Slime getting spotted taking a hit, but driving yourself to this position could leave you in trouble if Purple decides to push forward. He's got nowhere to back up now. But Purple are stopping D, so they're just going to take the cap lead right on back, and Eric's actually driving himself forward here. I don't know if there's enough room for 2 tanks here. This just could get a little stuffy and awkward. We'll see how Hated do it. Okay, I like what they're doing here with their counter rotation, though. I don't know if they're if they are planning. Sorry to say planning and trying at the same time. Planning to trap it, but it seems like they're not trapping it. They're just getting spotted and pushing through. But Purple are about to take their cap lead back here. And the points do surpass Hated. And Hated's also bleeding a lot as well. Is Zaza going to go for a B grab? Who would stop B from Purple? Would Chicks be able to? No. They're going for a B grab. They do go for B grab, and he's spotted. Purple knows it, but they're not going to do anything about it. So Hated will stop the cap point differential from going too high. But I don't think Chicks is going to be able to reset. K911 actually takes a few big hits there. So hit points are even. Eric is getting HE'd, but he's in a really nice position in the Kronvon now. Ghosty's taking some hits, so Purple are consistently dealing damage to Hated at least. Andrew, Ghosty each taking an HE shell. But, oh my goodness, Hated are just going directly into base D as well. And will Andrew have a reset? No, Andrew's getting hit from range, but he did now have 3 bases, so pressure is actually on Purple now. The problem is Purple are quite bunched. Hated's a little spread, but Zaza's already taken some damage, so Chicks is going to win this 1v1. And he's hunting Zaza down. He's going to put in a shot immediately. And now Zaza's 140 or 1040, he's at 1 clip. And I like what Chicks does. He goes for the full clip reload here. Zaza takes another hit crossing. Don't really know what his plan is. He's not quite playing the bad chat in the manner that you need, which is to, you know, stave off the bleeding and just be like the demon tank running around getting clips. Because Chicks is full right now. He's on full hit points. And Purple's push is doing quite well here. And it can be a little bit hard to spectate on this map because there's so many hills. Oh my goodness, stuff's going down over on this side. Zaza's taking lots of damage. Hated actually did get a quick kill on K911. But now Eric's low, Danube's low, Slime's on half health, Zombie's on half health, lots of low hit point tanks, but caps are at 900 for Hated, a little bit lower now that that kill occurs. 2 kills will bring it back into Purple's favor. And Chicks had to take a minute just to grab the A base, but now he's going to have the rear of Eric. Mouse misses the kill shot though. Andrew doesn't quite kill Eric, and Eric surviving now is actually a big issue for Hated. Or sorry, big issue for Purple. Chicks is going to try to stop B now. But again, that's going to be some more damage that he can't get in. The kill does occur, though. And Selena should pick up this kill, or Slime, but 990 points. And Chicks missing that kill could prove very costly for Purple here. It's a 2v3, and the hit points are actually in Purple's favor as well as the bases. And Chicks is going to try to last-second stop D. He's going to do it. He's going to get into D fast enough. Oh, no. Oh, no. And Zombie's going to have to jump on him. He does, but Plus has got hit points. Zombie, oh, Slim just trying to jump on Zombie, but he's going to take a lot of damage. Slime is now low. And the kill occurs. Chicks is going to get himself out of there. The cap points are ticking up in terms of Purple's favor. What is going on here, y'all? Zombie and Slime don't have the hit points. They don't have the DPM to get the kill on a plus. As long as Chicks runs, Purple wins this. And Chicks is actually going to be able to clutch this one up. Gets his clip going, gets the final kill. Chicks absolutely carrying this one. And Purple somehow take that one. Despite Hated having 3 bases for the longest time, getting so close, but despite missing that kill shot, Chicks was still able to bring it back. Purple wins at 3-0 over Hated. Despite all the upset alerts Purple was on today, they lost to Hated previously. They almost lost to CCRS, but they move on regardless. They bring it back. They keep their cool. A good set from them there. Hated was so close. Good tries, and it looks like we're seeing some tombstones. I don't know who's reacting. Maybe someone from Purple is trying to BM them or something, but good try from Hated. Purple will take it, though. We can take a look at the other groups, I suppose. I'm assuming this is probably going to be one of the... I don't know. Would this be one of the quicker groups to finish? I don't know. This is a 3-0, but the other sets weren't, like, fast or anything. The website has taken a while to load, so give me a moment for that. What's up, y'all in the chat? Lots of people showing up today. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, that was a hectic group, but let's see how things end up. Looks like Naps will move on to day 2 over Vin. 7X and 7Elk are fighting back. Looks like 7X won the first set. 7Elk losing this would really hurt because they're in the running for top 8. This would kill their chances of top 8 if they lose this set. Gosu over Zen, no surprise there. Gosu have been playing incredibly well this season. Purple over Hated. Again, this set, you know, suggested that Hated is playing better tonight, but then Purple brought it back. Alev over Kurga, no problem. Complete sweeps this entire group. 2-0s and 3-0s all around. But Kurga are now eliminated. Reggie and Croc are still playing. Ooh, Reggie losing would be painful, but they 2-would Croc previously. Straight beats Nexo. Looks like Nexo and Croc were pretty evenly matched. And this group goes THL. It was a 2-1 previously. So we'll see how this goes, I suppose. But I am not going to be waiting around for this to end, I suppose. But that was day 1 of Preview Skill 1. And I think that is, yeah, where we're going to call it. So I'm going to go ahead and catch y'all later. Tomorrow we will be streaming day 2. I'm not sure if it's going to be 8 teams or 16 teams. If tomorrow is only 8 teams, that's going to be really crappy because everyone's moving on. Either everyone's moving on and we're only seeing 4 teams in the final day. So that could be kind of weird. But I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start the raid right now. So I will ask again one more time, if y'all haven't joined my Discord, we're almost at 1,000 members. We're at 900 plus, and we have level 3 boosting, so if you want a nice level 3 boosted server, join up. But yeah, that's about it. So as always, stay safe. Happy tanking.